Jesus seems to be very serious about sin, because sin is death. Committing sin leads a person to death. May the peace and joy of Christ be with you today. In today's Gospel, which is taken from St. Mathew, chapter 5, verses from 27 to 32, Jesus uses some strong language. Pluck it off and cut it out. And Jesus uses it in terms of committing sin and avoiding sin. Jesus seems to be very serious about sin, because sin is death. Committing sin leads a person to death. And Jesus does not want any of his followers, any of his people to die, but he wants everyone to live and live life joyfully and to the full. And so Jesus tells people to avoid sin. Not only avoid committing sin, but also avoid any situation that would lead a person to commit sin. And so Jesus wants us that we avoid any situation or any person or a thing or even any of the limbs of our bodies that would lead us to commit sin. And Jesus makes a special reference to eyes and hands. As we know, eyes are the windows to our soul, where thoughts and feelings and desires abide. And hands can be seen as the symbol of our actions. And therefore Jesus motivates us to eliminate any thoughts or feelings or actions or desire that can lead a person or lead us to committing sin. And we know from the scriptures that Jesus always goes beyond the letter of the law, and he goes deep into the spirit of the law. And in today's gospel we hear Jesus speaking about adultery. And he says it does not need to be an act to be an adultery, but an intention itself can be adultery. And Jesus says it is not only an action that can be sinful, but also an intention that can be sinful. And it is not only the person who commits sin is responsible, but also a person who leads a person to commit sin is held responsible. My dear friend, let us be alert that we can be spiritually alive. May the love of Christ redeem us. Amen.